Welcome over to ChessWhiz TV episode 421. Yes, this is the highest episode number we've ever done, as usual. We're going to play another chess variant today. We've had so many funs, and this one is no different. Many funs. It's going to be Hermit chess, which is like very fitting for most of us. We don't really like spending time around other people. And in this game, the king does not want to spend time around its cohorts. So let's bring up a chessboard. I'll show you exactly what I mean. I usually demonstrate myself with chessboards these days. Let's just get a standard rated chess game against a viewer and see who wants to jump in here and risk themselves. See how this goes. And then I'll show you after someone falls into my trap and takes the challenge here. Oh, close that window. Oh, here we go. Okay, opening my favorite game, notepad.exe. If your, let me type this up. If your king cannot guard any of your pieces, you win instantly. That sounds pretty good. So basically you want your king to become a hermit. And then you win. So your king has to kind of wander off by itself. Such as this square, this square, this square, this square, and this square. So maybe I can just win instantly like this. Let's get all these pawns moved. Then I move the bishop, move the queen, and I win. Maybe this variant isn't very good. Did you ever consider the fact that I could do that in about 4 moves, and then I'll just win? What am I missing here? Well, quick rating points, I guess. I'm not missing because now I win. I win law. Is there any way you could stop that? Resign, please? Okay, I have to admit, this is one of the most unfair starts I have ever seen to a ChessWhiz TV episode. It's like 5 moves and the king. My king is a hermit. If your king cannot guard any of your pieces, you win instantly. Usually I don't make up variants where I just win in 5 moves and the opponent can't stop me, but every now and then it's good to throw one of those into the game. Let's see. Let's see if he can do it next game. We'll rematch. We'll rematch and we'll see if he can do it the next game. Because it's not touching any of my pieces. I gotta type a few things in there. If your king is not touching any of your pieces, you win instantly. He's gonna run me out of time because he's a hacks. I thought if your king is not guarding any pieces, you lose. If your king is not guarding any pieces, you lose. Nope. Other way around, colon D, because hermits don't really want to be around other people. That's what's going on there. So let's see if he will now resign, and I'm going to see if I can stop him from doing the same thing. And if he, come on, cancel. If we can't stop him, we're going to have to change the rules because that's kind of a stupid chess game. So let's see what we can do to stop him. Checking might help. Let's see if this works. Okay, so at least I could check him. I am a bit concerned though, because if I take this, his queen just captures. Let's throw this check in. Oh, I'm actually going to win this, ironically, because I have 2, and he only has 1. When he moves his queen, he's going to win. Why is that? Well, why is that? Because I made a move that... Oh, it's because... No. He has 2 to move away. Okay, so I am going to win. I counted to 1, and I counted wrong. Let's try this now. Okay, so I'm going to win the game. Okay, it's a pretty stupid variant, but at least I can win with both colors thanks to Queen H4 check. Simultaneously, hermiting myself. No, I don't want to draw. I'm beating you. And checking him so that he can't hermit himself. So that's an interesting twitch. I think we're pretty close, twist, I guess, to solving this variant. We can't rematch because the game was so slow. So Boom Boom TNT is the one challenging me though, so we can take this challenge and play again. White should win LOL. Let's type that in the chat there. Change the view so that you can't see who typed it. Let's see what happens. Question in the chat from QQ Knight. He has an idea. He says, he didn't type that part. Then he said, oh, got to go, sorry. Well, I'm going to throw another challenge in the chat. Someone's going to show me how white can force a win. And then I want to hear, because I got a lot of live viewers right now. Some of them are dead, but most of them are alive. And I want to hear from you guys how to make a small change to this variant to make it more chessy, because this is kind of stupid. And if you have any ideas like that, throw them out in the chat and we will perhaps make an adjustment, because, you know, I did win that game with black, but it seems like moving second is a pretty big disadvantage when you can win in 5 moves. We've got from QQ after saying, he says, shouldn't these games be casual, given how quote-unquote unfair, he's using quotes, they are? And what he means by casual is don't use a rated game mode, so your ratings are moving, because, you know, that's not really chess. Great question, QQ Knight. They should be. It's interesting that they're not. So let's continue to play rated, because we don't always do what we should do. Click the link. Nobody wants to play the whiz. Oh no, I'm the winner of the universe. You just have to redefine reality. When you're like, no one ever texted me before. I must be the most best person around. No one's around to tell you that you're not, so you pretty much can just reach whatever conclusions you want. No one's clicking the link, so I feel like the most best chess player right now. Trigon Tatres 33 says, this variant might be better in Crazy House. Now that's something to think about while I ignore the fact that I am alone in the room. In Crazy House, what would happen? Maybe that's true. Let's try that. You know, no one's taking this challenge, so let's see if I can get a different challenge no one will take. Let's try it in Crazy House and see what happens. Whoops. I just put a public game out there. Cancel that. Play with a friend. Crazy House, and put this in the chat. So Trig, I want you to click this link so that I don't feel stupid. That would help a lot. And also we can test this Crazy House thing with you. So click this. Trig. I'm typing Trig right now. It takes a lot of letters. And we'll try it out. So with Crazy House, when you capture a piece, you can then add it back to the board. So how would that help? I can't imagine how it would help, but I guess it wouldn't make it worse. So I guess we could try it if anyone will click the link. Oh, I got a message in my box. My message says, oh, you can read all my emails. Never mind. No. Oh. Definitely don't pause the video and go back to that screen. That would be a tragedy for your brain. We have no opponent. This has never happened before. I've used up all of the opponents. There are none left. Kudos to you guys in the chat. Says, woohoo, whiz day. So kudos to you. You need to save the show right now and click the link right here. Click this, because otherwise no one's trying the variant. Okay, Shady is in. Shady is a chess player. You can't tell from the name, but he really is. And those are the special rules. Let's see if he's going to be okay with those. If your king is not touching any of your pieces, you win. He says, hi, I'm Kudos. He's Kudos to you guys. That's awesome. Hey, Shady, thanks for joining whatever you just joined. I think I can just win instantly again, which is kind of bad luck for you. You like wander into a game, hey, what's this? And you're dead. But see how it goes. So I can now check. This is so stupid. No wonder nobody wanted to click it. I'm at a loss. So I'm going to apply some of my brain cells, about 4 of them, to improving this variant. One of my ideas is, just keep moving things that are touching the king. One of my ideas is the king has to be in the corner of the board. That would be an interesting one, right? Because it needs to be a hermit. So it can't just be like floating around in New York City. It has to go to the forest. And then I win. GG, lol. Whoops, my G's didn't work. Oh, they did. Okay, cool. I have this keyboard. Look at this keyboard. Yeah, there's no keycaps on it, and it's shaped like a domino. So when I go to press G, which is right here, which also makes no sense, because shouldn't it be like somewhere else? Yeah. And then there's this key next to it, which I have no idea what this does. Let's try typing it and see what this key does. It doesn't do anything, so that's pretty cool. Resign. Yeah, why doesn't that key do anything? I have some extra keys on here. So this is called a truly ergonomic keyboard, and one of the benefits is you have no idea what you're typing because there's no letters on it. You don't have to buy it that way. And then, let's rematch this guy. And then you also scramble up the letters, because I use a keyboard layout called Colmac, which moves all the letters around. So the home row, instead of ASDF under your fingers, it's like, I don't even know. Let's see what it is. ARST, which spells arst, which is pretty fun to say on the internet. New rule, dude. And it is in a corner of the board. Corner of the board, arst. Then you win instantly. Get to a corner 2. Okay? So that additional rule is going to help slow down the game from like 5 moves to being a little bit longer. So let's try this. If you've been watching and you're like, wow, It's getting interesting now. You're right, it is. So now you have to get to the corner. That's very fitting to the theme, you know. Hermits don't hang out in the middle. They go to the corner. So he's going to go this, this, and this, and then he's going to win. That's a bummer. How will I prevent? Okay, so I didn't improve the variant, but on the other hand, I'm a doofus. Why did I play knight c6? That's not moving me toward victory here. On the other hand, I am a doofus. I don't see any way to stop him from just winning. So I need another idea because I'm just about to lose 1,000,000 rating points to Shacky or whatever his name is. That's a disappointment to me right now. So if you have an idea in the chat, come on, give me an idea for how to improve this variant beyond the improvement I just made, which was actually not an improvement because he just wins with his hermit here. So what else could we do? Maybe the king could have to be on the queen side. Would that slow him down by a few more moves? Chess 960 would make it interesting because then you would have all the things all over the place. Okay. Okay, let's, yeah. Oh, this was Crazy House. Yeah, Crazy House didn't change it. So let's try Chess 960. It can't hurt, right? I mean, the worst case we lose. It hurts super bad, so never mind. This could really hurt. Let's see how this goes. Okay, so I'm going to invite, how did we spell that name? Shady? Shaley? Is that him? I'm not great with names, but who is? I've never met a guy who's like, you know, you don't look familiar, but I remember your name is Quinn because I'm great with names. No one is like that. Instead, they're like, you look familiar. Too bad I'm bad with names. And what they don't realize, every person on the planet is bad with names. I've asked people, are you bad with names? Yeah, I'm pretty bad with names. Everyone's bad with names. So you're not actually bad if you compare yourself to other people. Now, if you compare yourself to all-knowing creatures, you're bad with everything, especially chopsticks. He's not taking my challenge. Oh, he accepts my challenge. All right, Shady. Same rules, Shady. If any of your... Whoops. I missed the part. Oh, nope, wait. Nope, wait. And king in corner. So I don't think this is going to save us at all because you can still castle and then just go there. So it's still a stupid pants variant. So I'm hoping he's going to defend this because that'll distract him a little bit. Wait a minute. Yeah, he hasn't made any progress toward winning. Fantastic. I've made a few moves toward winning and he hasn't yet. So I'm going to go like this, and then I'm going to go like this, and then this, and then this. 4 moves away from winning in this stupid pants variant. I think adding pants to the phrase makes it a little bit more clear what I'm talking about. It's not just a stupid variant. It's a stupid pants variant. Because I'm going to win. Yeah, okay, so Chess 960 did not save the variant. Let's see what we've got in the chat right now. AJL828 named himself after his license plate number. Says, I have an idea. You could have a rule where you can't move pieces in front of the king. Then you'd have to move your king away to move the other stuff and then move him back. What? You'd move him away? Why would you move him back? That doesn't understand me. Let's see. Xout says, how about you can only move pieces around your king because they can hear the orders. Love it. Okay, so we're going to change the variant entirely. Instead of hermit chess, which doesn't work at all, we're going to say that you can only move pieces that are touching your king because only they can hear the orders. Because Xout is here to save the variant, save the show, because that one really fell on its face, hypothetically speaking. I'm not going to demonstrate that for reals. So new rules. You can only move a piece that is touching your king. I'll say piece or pawn because sometimes I get nitpicky about that. Okay, because this could be some random guy, Hiroko, who just wanders in. He's like, oh, I think there's chess in here. I'll go play some chess. Oh, there's a chessboard. Let me sit down. Okay, there's a guy, and I'm playing him. Okay, let's do this. So Hiroko says, okay, so now I have to get my king out there and start fighting. Here I go. Here we go. The kings are leading the armies into battle. Okay, so I can make that capture because the king says, hey, there's a pawn over there. And he takes it. Perfect. Okay, so I can do a lot. now. I can like do this and then this. His queen? Oh, he left his queen behind. Too bad I did also. Oh, he's like, wait, my queen. And he goes to get his queen. Good idea, man. You got your queen. You got a lot going for you. But I am Mad King in the center. So I'm doing pretty well. Yeah, here comes his queen. He's got big trouble coming though. Check this out. I'm gonna play this pawn up here. And my pawn's gonna be like, oh yeah. And his queen is like, I don't know what to do. My king is not nearby. This is a very feminist chess game. My king is not telling me what to do. I am paralyzed. Just like real life. If you don't have a king around to tell you what to do, then you're paralyzed. See how realistic that is? Oh, I shouldn't have gone that way. I should go back here and get my queen. This is actually super fun. I'm having a fun time. What about you guys? Oh, he's like, let me bring my army out. Hey, psst, knight, you can move now. Hey, rook. Check this out. My king does not care about my army. I'm just going to eat all his things for lunch. See how that goes. Oh, he could recapture. Oh, that's dumb. So much for Hermit. This is anti-Hermit chess, as you can see. Okay, so now I've got nothing near my king. My only choice is to go get some more armies. I gotta go back. We must go back. He's gonna use his rook, but I have a queen, so. So I'm thinking like queen here, and then here, and then here? I guess I'll obey and get out of check. I'll do that. Oh no, don't do that. ChessWhiz, that's a terrible move. Because now he can go unfreeze his rook and say, shh, there's a queen, go get the queen. And then I'll just lose my queen. I'll have to take this instead. Oh, which I'll do. Okay, so I'll be okay, just queen for a rook. And I've got tons of pieces on this chessboard. This is so fun. How do you checkmate like this, says one of the people. Okay, so I can't really do anything with my queen now. I've sent her into La La Land. What kind of piece do I want? He resigns. I'll have to play again Heroku, because I don't understand this game. Can you even checkmate? Yeah, I mean, I'm imagining like my king's here and your king's here and my queen is sitting on top. That would be checkmate, so I'll just have to get things into that position. Let's try this way, and then we like come up here. Hey, I got a message for you, queen. You can take stuff now. I won't really want to take this, but I'm a little concerned that he would find a way to get my queen. So let's just walk up here. This is funny. Hermit goes social. What is the point? Still have to move the king. If you guys have an idea to get us back to Hermit chess, let me know. I'll block that like this. Oh, clever. My evil cackle is stopped in its tracks. What can I move? Well, I can move all the things that are near my king, so let's do that. Here he comes. This is pretty exciting, actually. This is actually working great, as long as I just leave things like this. Because when he comes up here, I play this. Oh, his king can take things, too. It's kind of fun, anyway. I have to go back for more armies here. Because I've run out of armies. Working on my leggies. Maybe you need to get the king to the 4th rank, surrounded by all sides. Now we're getting totally crazy. King to the 4th rank is its own variant. If you try to get that surrounded, you're going to be working hard. It's going to be pretty difficult. Okay, if I take this, then he can pretty easily just take it back. Let's go this way instead. Let's get the king to c2. It's a good square. And then we'll mobilize the army. I've lost a lot of things here. The knight could go this way. Man, it's hard to do anything with this weak king voice. It's pretty funny. This is funny, but that's about all it is. It's not much other than funny. Let's go. Yeah. Knight here. Let's go here. And then I could just take this way. And then I stop worrying about that pawn. Here it comes. Oh no, he's driving a wedge into my... This could be scary. I think I'm okay. Yeah, yeah. He moves up. This army has no leader, so it's like, oh, I'll just sit here. Totally cool with that. It's funny how some people live like that. You know what they do? People who they won't do anything unless they're being told to do it. They find, hold on, there's a thing coming up. What they find is, oh, he's not going that way. Perfect. I was worried he's going to come in here and start driving his house into my house. Let's go this way. He's getting more armies. So I'll get more armies too. Get this rook going here. They find significant others who will boss them around, and then they're unhappy that their significant others are doing that. This is something I see over and over. People have a weak, what do you call it? Drive or discipline or desire to do things. You know how it is? You know, some people are like that. I don't hold it against them. It's kind of the way they're wired. But what happens then is that they fail at life. You kind of have to do things you don't want to do in order to succeed in life. And so that's not them. Then they marry people or get with girlfriends who, it's like this sick relationship where they like to boss people around and fix projects. You know what I mean? Where it's like, you're a project because you got problems because you can't get yourself to do anything. I'll tell you what to do. And it actually works for the guy too. Or sometimes the roles are reversed where it's like, yes, you're telling me what to do. Now my life is functional again. But it's actually a very unhappy situation because nobody really likes to be told what to do. And nobody really likes to, oh, great. I walked away from these guys. Now my king has just wandered away from my whole army. I'm getting nothing done. Just like I was talking about. What do I need to do? I'll walk this way and I'll get this going. There we go. There we go. This is the way it should be done. And now I can move the knight. Man, this is hard. Just like I was talking about. This guy's a good player. I have to do something here. Go get more armies here. Wow. Nobody really likes to just be bossed around all the time. It makes you unhappy. And then also, nobody really likes to boss somebody around who would just be a total failure if you didn't. That's also kind of unsatisfying. So it's a lose-lose situation. But people get themselves into this over and over because they're uncomfortable when they're not living that way. And so it's just a sad thing all around. I don't have a solution. I can tell you the problem. That's all I can do. Sorry. Let's get the bishop, I guess, to here, because then when I move my king, it can come a little closer to all the things. So I'm kind of bringing my army with my army, if you know what I mean. Working on it here. This is a very slow kind of variant, I think. Let's do this. And then I guess I'll just leave my bishop there. Sad. Well, you know what's sad is I have no way to make progress. Let's go here. Maybe he'll mess himself up. Yeah, I can't improve this position. Gotta go back. Go back and get more things, I think. I can take that. Now I can take this. Okay, I can take the knight next. That's good. Should I? Bishop for knight. I mean, that's a trade. That worked out. He wants to take back. Oh, because I'm cheating. Okay, that's legit. Let's go protect the bishop so I can take that. Hey, bishop, there's a free knight down there. Go take that, bishop. Okay, that's going to work. Now let's just go take this bishop because it's a sitting duck. Good. Okay, so now I'm ahead of rook for a pawn. Can I win with that? I don't know. I'll offer you a trade of rooks. Now I have to go get my rook. Be right back, man. I gotta go get my rook. This is kind of concerning, actually. Don't pass go. Don't collect 200. I'm coming back here. He resigns. He resigns. This was going to be so interesting. He's just like, I give up. Well, Heroku, I will play you again because this variant definitely has my imagination tickled in a most figurative sense. So let's see. Using the queen is good. Queen, queen. So I think queen d3 is probably strong. And then king. But maybe like king d8 and then use the bishop also. It's also nasty. It's like in chess you would never do that. It's so bad. So let's not. Instead, okay, so he's gonna walk his king up and then destroy me. So let's put the king. Let's go this way, and then put the king right here. Seems like a good formation. He left his queen back on the home square. He's not using his queen, so this is good for me. Check. Okay, check. This is fun. It's fun. Oh, this is great. This is great. Got to drink some more from my vase here. This part of the show is called Vase to the Face. Pull his king out. Now, how do I make progress? I mean, I have to go back to get more pieces. He has to go back to get more pieces. I've got a queen out here, so maybe this move. But I'll just lose my queen. Like, there's no way I'm ever going to get in there and rescue it, so that's that. Let's go get these two pieces. I think you can do a lot by getting your stuff. I could play here and I'd lose the bishop. Hey, I could get his queen this way. All right. I feel awful blocking this, but look at that. Look at that brilliant move. He's getting his pieces mobilized, but oh, that's a cheat. Hold on, man. I cheated. Typical ChessWhiz plan here. I made an illegal move. This rook has no clue where to move. It needs the king to whisper in his ear. Sorry, smiley face. For those of you just joining and you're super confused, we're playing a variant where you can only move a piece if the king is immediately adjacent and the king is saying, hey, I want you to move down there. There's a thing you can do. And then eventually that thing moves like this. And then you move back. Now, hey, there's a thing. Totally great variant. So if I take this, he plays his king here. I move my king here. He plays his king here. Let's change this to blue. Do you have blue? Ah, no, blue. Whatever, that's close enough. Okay, so then I play here, and we've totally confused me. Nope. Then he just takes it with his queen. Then I play my king up. That might work. That might work for something. Should I try? I'll do it. I'll do it, okay? Because I can't see this far ahead into the future. So let's see what we can do. So my goal is to get my king down here and rescue the rook. If I can get my king sitting right here. I mean, he can't move any of this stuff because he's commanding the army over there. So this is good. Queen d5 would have won the queen, wouldn't it? According to one chat. Queen d5. Oh, that would have been pretty good. Maybe. So, bishop c4 is my next move. And then I'll play my king up here. And I think this is going to work great. No! Oh, maybe it does. Because I thought I could move up. Technically speaking, that would be check. So I can't do that. But I could block with the queen. And then he takes me. So overall, I just traded my queen for a rook. That's not very good. My rook for a bishop. That's what I meant to say. I took that and he recaptured. So that didn't work very well. Oh, but he cannot trade queens. He's totally pinned and dead. So that's good for me. I'll go here. He's still totally pinned. Fantastic. I'm getting away with the queen. Of course, I did just walk away from half my army. This could actually be a problem because he's pretty close to bringing his army into the game. I'm not. So I need to slow down the pace, I think. After I take his queen for free, or maybe a bishop, I need to then be like, okay, let's maneuver a little bit, because otherwise, otherwise I don't got nothing going for me here. I can play this. I'm using the last of my army that will listen to me. The rest of it is doing nothing and will be for a while. I'm definitely concerned. Okay, that knight is stuck forever. Oh no, now my knight is stuck forever. Nope, nope, that's a hacks. Heroku, please add me some time, maybe. Yeah, you can't move that. It's not listening to orders right now. So he'll move his king, threatening this. And I will just advance. I'm just going to go for the fight because I can force his king back. Guys, his king cannot get to his army. Everything's frozen. Yes, this is great. Okay, now how do I win? I just have to get even closer to him. He can't move his king. He can't move any of this because nothing listens. He can't move anything ever. Oh, this is so fantastic. Have you ever seen a moment like this at ChessWhiz TV? 421 episodes, the best moment. His king can only stay in this box and it cannot tell his army what to do. Man, that was good. I loved that game, Heroku. That was so good. We have time for one more opponent, and ETM has been patiently waiting in the chat, so we're going to allow him to try this variant also. You can only move a piece or pawn that is touching your king. This is anti-hermit chess because the king cannot be a hermit. If it is, you cannot move anything. Let's make sure he's okay with this before we play king e2, because if he's thinking this is chess, then that would be somewhat problematic for king e2. I'm liking the way of not using the queen, actually. What I like is using the pawns, because the queen, you get it out there and it gets captured. Did you notice that? I noticed it. Queen was getting captured a lot, so I'm going to use the lower ranking pieces, the pawns. I think it could be very effective to just wander around in this area while advancing the pawns like this. That's my new plan. I think this could work. Oh, he cheats right at the start. Typical ChessWhiz strategy. Typical. Okay, so I can take these things, and then it's a big question: should I advance so that they can move again, or not? Or should I go get more pawns? You know, because I can play here and then here. You know. Oh, I would really love to take his queen right now. That would be so great. I played a board game last night called Brass. It is such an obnoxious board game because it's like work. Instead of being like, wow, this is fun, I'm developing my army and stuff. Instead, in Brass, you're like, what should I do? Should I build that? Or should I build that? Wait, I can't do, oh no, I can't do that either. After like 10 minutes of thinking about your move, you realize, I'll just trade this and lose all my things, that the move you were thinking about was illegal because it's a very complicated game. Let's try the check. Now, which side of the board do I want to develop first? Let's go with the queen side. I'm already kind of there. So let's go this direction. We're going to go get the knight going here. Glad to see he's just wandering around. And then we'll go get the rook before we go into the battle. So it's kind of like you spend some time raising support, going to get your army, and then you go into battle with it. It's kind of like running a nonprofit. First, you're like, please support the nonprofit. Send us money and we will stop children from dying. And then after you've collected the money, then you go out and you're like, children, stop dying. And I have money. And hopefully that works. That might have been an oversimplification of nonprofit behavior, but it's somewhat accurate. I'm wondering if this is a good move. Nah. King, what I need to do is get my king over here and mobilize even more army. Okay. So I'm kind of interested in knight here and then king right here. could also take this pawn and he could recapture. So I'm going to try knight here. Check. He can't capture it right now. I could do some interesting things. Like if I take this, he needs to be telling that pawn what's up, and he can't quite tell it. So that could be pretty spicy. He could take this, so I would probably advance like this. But then I'm not using my rook. I'd better play the king up, though, because otherwise I just lose the knight, I think. Oh, the rook could have recaptured. Man, pretty basic things I'm overlooking here. Yeah, this was a terrible move. Now nothing can move but this pawn. Wow, I'm laughing about how stupid I am. It's pretty funny. Pretty funny. There's an interesting starting position, according to the chat. Good, he trades. Now I can make a new plan. Called Peasant's Revolt. White has only pawns and a king, while black has 3 knights, a pawn, and a king. Let's see what it looks like. Don't look at my browsing history. I'm going to put my king here, or here, somewhere that I can use some of these armies. Bah. Like this. This is pathetic. Just pathetic. I could go here and then, oh, this is good. I was worried about b5, but his king is far from that now. So I brought in a bishop. Let's give him a little time here. Now let's bring the king back. No, I could have just taken that knight. That's what I want to do. I want to take the knight with the rook. I'm not playing great here, but I am playing better than my opponent, and that's worth something, I think. Okay, so take that for free. And now I'm going to lose the rook. Great move, ChessWhiz. You have the brain of a human, which isn't much of a brain, is it? Okay, so I could take this. Totally smart. Look at that. I pinned him. I'm doing great now. Now the only thing I can move is, oh, good, he's allowing me in. Thank you, opponent. Appreciate. Yes, all of my pieces can now move. All the important ones. So this is a lot like fundraising for a nonprofit. I mean, I think that's a great analogy. First you go fundraise some army and you're like, that's enough. Let's go fight. And you've got what you've got and you just leave the rest at home. It's kind of the way bad players play chess. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Check. You ever seen a bad player play chess? And they're like, oh no, I just lost my rook. No, I'm not kidding. I just really did. If you just moved here, you would have got my rook. Appreciate that too. Friendly friend. What they do is they go get one thing, like their queen. They're like, yeah, I got a thing here. And then they just, move it around the whole board for a while. Oh, you took my thing. And they get another thing. Oh, this knight, it jumps. Here we go. And then they go out with the knight. In this variant, that's actually how you have to play because that's all you can do. It's pretty funny. Pretty funny. Okay, these are my 3 things. I'm about to have 2. But I got a rook for that bishop. Pretty good trade. The funny thing, this variant is so crazy. Because look, his king cannot tell this rook ever what to move. It's just stuck there. And so I could put my rook here, okay, guarded by the bishop. And then I could just walk over here and take this rook, and then walk over here and take these pawns, and then walk down here and escort this pawn to become a new escort, and then checkmate. Wow, what a variant. I would love to play again, ETM, but I think we're out of time. That was a really cool variant. I want you to guys try, mix up those words a little bit, unmix them up, to try this anti-hermit chess with your friends if you have any, because it is quite the variant. It's very, very fun dynamic to be like fighting with your king while trying to also bring pieces in with your king. I don't have to tell you how fun it is because you saw how much fun I had by playing it. Sorry we can't play again because I wish we could, but the universe is not always friendly. What just happened? This has been ChessWhiz TV. Thanks for watching.